What's good, everybody? It is your boy Tony the Savant. Forgive me, man. I'm about to go uh, run a run a little errand real quick. Go to my local Dollar General, man. Take a stroll with me. Getting ready for my basketball show. I'm popping up on Instagram. I said I wanted to do a little work on the real MVP. Put out another episode today. We got us an epic night of basketball last night. Uh, Epic night of basketball. Um, and I just want to do a quick little recap about it. A deep dive on the IG, if y'all don't mind. Swinging by there and give your boy a follow. Pull up for that show. It's kind of cold out here in Texas today. Texas was warm all winter, and now when it get cold in March, in April, really. But nonetheless, I hope everybody's having a good to great day. This is a business, so if y'all don't mind, swing by the IG, Tony the Savant, Twitter, X, Tony the Savant, whichever one you want to call it. We on Facebook with it. That's the newspaper, Tony the Savant, I just want to recap last night's basketball games. It was the first time in a long time that I got a chance to watch some basketball, so y'all gotta forgive me, man. I was kind of excited to get back to work and get back to going live and talking some basketball, of course. Um, y'all know boxing is my true love, but basketball is my first love. So uh, last night we had an epic game between the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Milwaukee Bucks. I actually already kind of recapped that video, so if y'all don't mind, swing by the YouTube page. I do want to highlight the fact of the matter that uh, the referees got to do better, man. The referees have to do better. All right, because I was staying cordial and professional for the videos. Um, I have been giving LeBron James a hard time. I always give the referees a hard time and these lame stream dudes a hard time. But I said, we getting back into the studio. Let's uh let's start off cordial, professional. But being able to watch the game again, watch some highlights, I was able to observe that fourth quarter. Very nasty officiating. And the refs, man, y'all got to do better. If y'all gonna cheat for the Lakers, at least, you know what I mean. At least make it look good. That's all I'm asking, man. It's zero finesse in the fix. And I was telling my boy, we were talking about the game last night. I'm like, bro, you remember how when the Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA cheated for Kobe and Shaq in 2002? Because it was clear as day that the 2002 Sacramento Kings with Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, Mike Bibby, and those guys, they was just too. They was too. It was too. The basketball IQ. You know what I mean? It was just too high. It was one of them situations where the Kings was outsmarting the Lakers. All right. So then the NBA put in that call. They put in the fix. This is 2002. I remember this. They put in that call. They put in that fix. All of a sudden, was it Game 4? I can't recall what it was, but the Lakers get unholy amount of free throws. Next day, everybody calling it out, even the lame stream. That's back when ESPN was credible. And so now I'm noticing, like, I mean, my homie was talking. I'm like, bro, they just how blatant they was that particular game in 2002. They just do that all the time now, and it's like, damn, the NBA don't have no tact. The NBA doesn't have any finesse, bro. Like, no. let's try to sneak this in. Let's try to sneak our agenda. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any. To me, it's starting to feel like capability to even do that. The cheating is blatant, and I hate to even say it, but they don't just do it for the Lakers. They often do it for the Lakers, but they don't just do it for the Lakers. But it is getting out of hand. It's getting annoying. The NBA marketing team, I am on record with saying that I feel like the NBA marketing team, every last one of them, who's ever on staff as of this day, should be pink slipped. Should be, you know what I mean? Should be did away with in their office because it is obviously. Uh, Excuse me, y'all. I'm kind of a little distracted. I like doing my morning show. There just be a lot going on out here in the street, and I'm a very observant person. But nonetheless, get back to what I was saying. Uh, the NBA last night just did a very horrible job, and orchestrating a victory for the Los Angeles Lakers. Again, I want to say it was just blatant. You know what I mean? And if the NBA, we are all aware that sports on a certain level, they all cheat, they all fix games, whatever the case. Um, it's sports entertainment, all right? I can dig that. I'm not upset with the whole sports entertainment part, but it has to be entertaining. That's my thing. If you're going to fix the games, you're going to try to promote a certain player and all that kind of stuff, then at least do us as the buying, the patrons of your business, at least be entertaining with it, bro. Y'all need to hire some real movie screenwriters. Just don't hire people that's gonna write what you want them to write. Hire some creative minds. Because I swear, let's just say I'm sure the fix was in when Jordan was playing and when Magic was playing and when all the legends of old that we hold to a pedestal. I'm sure on some levels, some games, the fix was in then too, right? But we enjoyed the product because you couldn't tell. You know what I mean? At least I know I was a little kid, for the most part during most of Michael Jordan's the last stretch of his career. But at the same time, it's still, a point in the matter, like, bro, y'all got to make this shit believable. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to the movie theaters, you're not expecting a real life Captain America, a real life dude to be running around like Captain America. Hey, give me one moment, y'all. Let me handle this little business real quick. Yeah. Should have did this before we went to the show, didn't But yeah, man, I'm just asking that they at least make the fixing entertaining the bare minimum. Oh, damn it. Y'all forgive me. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to handle some business. It ain't really no business. Trying to get some laundry detergent. Your boy off work today, so I'm gonna get some stuff done. But regardless of the fact, like I was saying, bro, NBA just got to do better in making the actual product entertaining. Um, and I don't think that's asking too much from them as a fan of the sport, as a patron of their business. Because, like I said, that fourth quarter with the Lakers was just atrocious. But outside of that, I also said in my videos that the Milwaukee Bucks had plenty of opportunities, chances. They had plenty of time on that clock to nullify whatever the Lakers and the referees was trying to do. What was it about last week this time? The Lakers um, had a similar situation with the Los Angeles Clippers, where, the Clippers was up big and oh yeah, it was that game right before the Mind the Game podcast show came out. Annoying, clearly orchestrated, but nonetheless, it was like that game. But um, the Clippers to me are in the same position as the Phoenix Suns. Those teams are built for a collapse, considering who are the lead role players on that team, the lead players on that team, and then you just look at the surrounding pieces. All of these guys, both those teams, the Phoenix Suns and the Clippers, are in the same boat to me, in the sense of, like I say, they built for the collapse. So I was not surprised to see that, but nonetheless, I was surprised to see what the collapse for the Milwaukee Bucks. Because again, like I say, between Giannis, Doc Rivers, all those dudes, they supposed to stop the bleeding. They supposed to find a way to stop the bleeding. But that was that game. Let's get into the next game. Why don't we? Golden State and the Miami Heat. Golden State Warriors and the Miami Heat. This was a pretty interesting game. Miami came into this game essentially handicapped. No Jimmy Butler, no Kevin Love, no Tyler Hero. It was another key guy missing as well. And they just weren't able to do. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The Golden State Warriors were able to just do what they do. It was pretty much a rhythm game for them. They won this game off experience and talent alone. It really wasn't nothing to see. It was pretty close up until the second half, the beginning of the second half. And then not the Lakers, the Golden State Warriors just pretty much bust the game open from there. Uh, Keynotes from this game: Klay Thompson made his return to the starting lineup. So that was pretty dope. I think I seen something about Draymond Green, his wife. She, shouted out Klay. Very happy for him that he's back in the starting lineup. Me too. As long as Klay is playing the way he's supposed to be playing, man. Klay really put a very bad taste as far as a basketball fan, as far as a fan of his. The performance that he had last season against the Lakers was just awful. And I was saying back then, like, this dude needs to, come off the bench, respectfully. There's no knock on Klay Thompson. It's not saying any trash or nothing. I just know how the sports media works. And if Klay Thompson ain't, you know, uh, if he ain't balling like the other Splash brother, this media will begin to tear him down. They'll start saying all kind of crazy stuff like Joe Harris is better than Klay all of a sudden. You know how this media get down, man. They'll find a reason to tear you down. So that's why I wanted Klay to kind of ease into the bench, kind of play that Manu Ginobili role. And he was doing pretty good, like, in that role. But last night he made his return to the starting lineup. I believe Steph Curry had 17 points. Klay had 28, 26 or 28. Um, what's my boy name? Jonathan Kaminga. He had another 17. I didn't watch this total game in its entirety, as I was paying more attention to the Lakers game and the Thunder game. Just far as the headlines and keeping up with stuff about that. But apparently Draymond Green got into another scuffle in this game as well. So I will be dropping a video discussing that because what are we doing, man? This dude is too old for this, and then the NBA goes out of their way to eliminate the physicality of the game. You know, they referee different players in different ways, allow this dude to act like a buffoon. But you know, the other 89% of the other 98% of the league can't play any defense, can't be physical. They throw flagrant fouls out like candy. But with Draymond Green, he just finds a way to keep on going. Um, and now he's getting to the point where, like I said, I got to investigate this situation myself. But it's gonna get to the point where I gotta say something to the NBA executives. Joe Dumars, I know you got some kind of bias with Draymond Green. You know, y'all being from Michigan or something. There's some kind of Detroit, Michigan connection with Draymond Green and Joe Dumars. And now I'm about to start asking some questions. And depending on how severe this particular altercation is, but Draymond Green is not in a position where he can be and he can afford any kind of altercations given his reputation. But hold on one second, too. Moving right along, going to this other game here. The Dallas Mavericks and the Sacramento Kings. This was a pretty good game as well. Started off pretty good. Luka was doing his thing. Um, my only comments on this game really. The only comments on this game really is that I've been seeing a lot of people after this game try to force Luka into the MVP conversation. Listen, on paper, yes, Luka is an NBA MVP. Talent wise, Luka can be an NBA MVP. But in reality, in this thing called the real world that we're living in, Luka cannot be the MVP. Okay, he is James Harden 2.0, and I think the NBA, us as NBA fans, we gotta come together, man. I know we all lived through the James Harden era. I'm still experiencing PTSD from that era. You know what I mean? We're kind of rounding third with that era, guys. The entitlement, the stat pattern. Um, Let me send this money real quick. The stat pattern, the all that, man. I'm tired of that. I'm personally tired of that. You know what I mean? Because Luka's now got a. What Luka's doing can't truly be appreciated because we've seen this movie before. Not only did we see this movie before, it was a bad ending to the movie. Let me go. Let's take a little walk down memory lane, y'all. James Harden, Houston Rockets. Need I say more? That's what Luka is. This is James Harden in Houston. Excuse me. This is James Harden in Dallas. Okay. Uh, all these stats and all this, you know what I mean? Triple doubles. I like it. I get it. You know what I mean? Luka is a video game player. He's doing. He's essentially doing what LeBron James was doing at LeBron's age. You know, like when LeBron James was 23, 24, however old Luka is. When LeBron was that age, yeah, Luka's doing stuff that LeBron was doing, but on 2.0 type level. You feel me? I will acknowledge that what he's doing is great. He's on pace. He's definitely on pace to get my life together. He's definitely on pace to be in the upper echelon of NBA players. I'm not knocking Luka for that, but I'm not gonna sit here and play the game of uh, we haven't seen this movie before. Again, I still got PTSD from James Harden with the Rockets because I was one of them fools rooting for James Harden while he was James Harden. James Harden while he was in Houston. Excuse me, I don't know. I couldn't get that out. I was cheering for that fool, bro. So I had to. I don't know how long James was in Houston, but it was year after year after year of heartbreak, collapse. making excuses for this dude. You know what I mean? I was used to be an excuse maker. That's why I'm so harsh on you excuse making dudes now. Because when I used to do it, I used to have to find ways to be like, James Harden's still decent, man. He just, he need more help. Who that sound like? You know what I mean? Stop it. We got to start calling these dudes out. Um, and calling it out for at face value. So as much as I love Luka, as much as I'm supporting him, I'm rocking with him. Um, I gotta put a little, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put a little ease on that gas pedal because my brother, we've seen this movie before and it did not end well. Okay, I'm hoping that Luka's game, somehow, some way, can begin to translate into more victories because everybody's talking about he should be an MVP mix. Dude, no, he should not. If we want to not be biased, not on paper wise, but Kyrie Irving can easily be a top 15 NBA MVP right now. With the kind of production he's been putting forth with the Dallas Mavericks, Kyrie Irving could be a top 20 NBA MVP candidate, which would offset whatever y'all talking about with Luka instantly. Because I don't know how this is y'all's problem too. Back when Miami, D Wade and Chris Bosh and LeBron was all together, y'all fixed it in y'all's brains. And I'm talking to you lamestream dudes, you casuals, and you Bron sexuals. Y'all somehow fixed it in y'all's brains that LeBron James could play with two other superstars and still be an NBA MVP. But hold up. When Steph Curry and KD linked up, the narrative was these two players offset each other because they're two superstars. Those You see what you got to go through when you're a LeBron James fan. You see what you got to go through when you living through the LeBron James era. You know what I mean? Niggas got PTSD, bro. You know what I'm saying? You think you could take my shift tomorrow morning or Friday morning? That's when you thought your boy was off work. They calling me in. Anyway, nonetheless, yeah, I'm just saying, I love Luca. I love what they're doing. I like, all that, blah, blah, blah. But it's got to translate to wins. But let's move right along because I got to get to the IG show. It's going to be a long day at work today. We talked about, the last game left was the one I wanted to talk about the most, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the New Orleans Pelicans. This game right here was playoff vibe, okay? This game was what the NBA needs to be looking forward to. You know what I mean? Stop telling us LeBron James is this, that, and the third. Even if he is, we understand we good on LeBron. This particular game was youth, athleticism, strategy. As I honestly believe this game had two NBA Coach of the Year candidates, and Willie Green, and I forget the coach name for Oklahoma. He got like a little crazy last name, but nonetheless, this game was everything the NBA needs to be moving towards. The young talent, SGA, Shet, Jalen Williams, the other young dude nobody's really talking about. Shout out to them, man, because they got this team. They just achieved their first 50-win season since Kevin Durant left. And we all know Kevin Durant was the matriarch. Facts. Facts. Soft ass. Anyway, we all know that um, uh, uh, Kevin Durant was the cornerstone, what I'm saying, of that franchise. Um, and essentially that entire organization, not for nothing. So to see that these young guys have put it together, and I remember saying 2 or 3 seasons ago that it was one. I remember saying 2 or 3 seasons ago that the Oklahoma City Thunder were, a year or two away. I feel like they accelerated that plan by at least 12 months because what they're doing now, only a half game out of the number one seed. They've been uh, battling the Denver Nuggets for the number one seed all season long. And shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves too, but this ain't about them. Oklahoma City Thunder have been going back and forth with the NBA champions for the top seed in the NBA all season long. That's a mark of consistency, game planning, execution, and I'm not mad at that. So I'm very happy to see what this team has been able to do, especially since the departure of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? Um, since they lost those two pillars, I thought that the team would fall into irrelevancy, and you know what I mean, just be off the map, essentially. But nah. That's not what has happened. Sam Presti and the Oklahoma City upper brass, they have drafted well. They have uh, traded well. They have done everything well as far as um, executive decisions go. Very impressed. So shout out to them. And also shout out to the New Orleans Pelicans. Willie Green got these boys balling. Where did this Zion Williamson come from? This looking like Zion from Duke. I'm gonna be 100. This look like Zion. This look like Duke Zion 2.3.0. I got a video coming from that boy Zion, man, because I was on his behind all. Pause. I was on his heels all this off season with the shenanigans he had going on, and I thought it was going to be more of the same. Zion giving us 15, 20 good games. Max 25 games, and then just falling off, going back onto the injury reserve, and then we just won't hear from Zion again. But apparently, Zion has heard our criticisms, taking himself serious, taking his career serious. No homo, my boy is. You know what I'm saying? Looking like an NBA player finally, because for the longest I used to tease Zion for looking like a damn linebacker out there. He's coming together. So my prayers and my hopes for Mr. Williamson is that you keep it up, brother. Keep it up, because I do believe that Zion is capable of being one of the greatest to ever do it. The dude reminds me of a much, much, much better version of Charles Barkley. And Charles Barkley wasn't no, wasn't no chump. So anyway, that's just my take on it. That's how I felt about this game. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a deeper dive into the games on the Instagram show, starting my basketball show over there. So y'all, please, if you don't mind, swing by Instagram real quick. Don't miss out on that exclusive content, as we're going to be deep diving into the game. I might even uh, put the clips. I'm gonna put the clips on the big screen, man. We gonna take a page out of Mike Pete, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just hit y'all with the screen record all day. Yeah. We're gonna put the big screen on. We're gonna break down some game film, and we're gonna get into the nitty gritty, because I've been wanting to do these kind of things with this channel for a while now, and thank God I got the time and the opportunities to do so. I got to get to the basketball show. Also, let me hit the job up, see what they're talking about, because y'all I love getting to that bag too. But it is your boy Tony the Savant. Man, episode 3, the real MVP in the books. Thank y'all for the love and support. You know my slogan. I'm the only one that can get the job done. That's why I put in this work. The takeover will be live streamed. Y'all go out here in this big, beautiful world and get a goal accomplished. All right? That's what I'm about to do. It is your boy Tony the Savant. Peace.